to Imagine That, guys. Thank you for an early broadcast here on Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
We know all you football junkies are probably busy doing something else today and tomorrow, so we thought we'd come on here, get the party started a little early. So thanks for joining us. Happy 2020 to you all. We're here in the Roaring 20s now.
Yep. Roaring 20s.
All right, I'm here with my man Scott Crawford, Bill Guffey,
What's up, people?
What's going on?
Imagine Mike.
Yep.
We got Kyle Keller. We got the boss, Tina, over here.
Yep.
And we got a good friend of ours, Eric, joining in today. So thank you all. Hey, guys, appreciate you guys sharing, doing all the stuff for us. Like we told you before, this is a new thing that we've been doing, to share music, the world's greatest medicine there is.
Absolutely.
We do some music and entertainment news every week. If you follow our show or our Facebook and now YouTube today live, we always post all the earliest and newest stuff almost before anybody.
Yep.
And I do mean anybody. So join in, follow us. You'll get all the information better than any freaking website.
Yep.
And we'll give you the new CDs and movies for the week, some new concerts, and we'll also have the music news and everything for you before anybody. So thank you for joining in. This has been a great, great ride that we started. We get to see all kinds of great old friends. We get some new friends.
Absolutely.
And we get to share some wonderful music with you guys, which I think is one of the greatest bridges of anything to build between anybody.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, guys. You guys have a good holiday? Everything pretty good?
Yeah, for me it went better than expected. You know, I think everybody has a habit of getting stressed out.
Yeah.
Just kind of worrying about things that we don't even need to be worrying about.
You know.
But yeah, man, had some great time with family and great time with friends, and that's all we can ask for, man.
What about you, buddy?
Yeah, I had a great holiday with April and our children. We rang in the new year amazingly, and we took a week off, and now we're back. We're ready to kick 2020's ass.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You didn't come to our New Year's Day.
I did not come to the New Year's, but that was not my fault.
That's
I
one
swear.
thing I'll tell you. I try to invite some friends over all the time to join into this process. Sometimes we have 2, sometimes we have 20.
Right.
But my wife is the greatest cook, and
Yes,
she
she
usually
is.
always fixes a big
Agreed.
buffet for us.
Yes.
And if you are invited and you don't get to come, I'm telling you, you're going to really miss out, because this lady in here
Yeah.
is making us all
Here, here.
you know, a lot bigger.
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, we're well fed at Imagine
yeah,
That.
no kidding.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, through all this kidney transplant and stuff, there's one thing I've learned, and I'm trying to preach to all of you. I know everybody has their crazy holidays or stuff, but family and friends are the most important things in anyone's life.
Yes.
Don't take it for granted.
No.
Because one day you might be gone, and I'm telling you, family and friends are, and then I would say music after that.
Absolutely.
Are probably the greatest things in life. So enjoy it while you can, because you never know when you might miss out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, in all sincerity, music has actually come in my life before friends and family sometimes. It's saved my life multiple times.
Yes. Music is the best medicine, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
You know, with every situation you're going through where, this might be bad, your friends, your family, and music, I think, will always be there for you through thick and thin. So join with us, have some fun. Please share your stuff on there.
Yes.
Especially concert information stuff. We love for you to share it. We're not shy about that stuff, if you haven't noticed already how we are. Join in and add to our experience so we can expand the experience. When we go to, we'll be posting a lot of stuff on there, and we really recommend you share the stuff with us. And then here in the next few weeks, we're going to be doing a few other weird stuff, adding some little live feeds.
Yeah.
We're going to be asking some, what's your favorite T-shirt? Maybe you're from a rock show from 20 years ago or something, and we're going to have those on there. We're going to really make it a little bit more added experience with you guys and us a little bit more, because it's just more fun, I think, for us. So get off your ass, add a little shit there on there for us, and I'm telling you, it'll even make this even better than anything you've seen on Facebook. Or you telling you, it'll be a
participate, it makes it better.
yeah.
Like, we do enough hard work ourselves, and we'll continue to do that, but
Yeah.
people helping out, participating, like he said, if there's a story we miss, I mean, it's rare. But if we do, and you guys see it.
Oh yeah. Join in and
I wonder if I didn't connect to y'all's Wi-Fi.
I want you to go look at Scott. Probably ever met out of all the people I've met.
I bet.
Cool.
It was it was pretty quick and all that, but I mean the guy was so genuine, and to me, I know he is the greatest drummer ever.
Yeah.
Right after right next to Buddy Rich, I think back in the day, but the guy had such a heart of gold, and he had nothing but genuine feelings for a guy that's that great inside and out, and
Sure.
I definitely had a rough day yesterday. Maybe one of the best guys, best artists that I ever got to meet and actually get to know to pass away. Very surprising to say. They hit it well that he passed away Tuesday with
Right.
brain
Yeah.
cancer. I knew he was sick.
Right.
Didn't know it was that bad.
Right.
Yeah,
It was unexpected, and I think that's
Yeah.
kind of what made it so.
tragic.
Because we didn't expect it.
So, and I know you're a drummer, Scott, and followed the guy big time.
Yeah, like here's my tour book from seeing Rush. One of my 2 times. I brought it with me just as a short tribute to him.
Yeah, something for us all to look at, and
And,
share some memories.
Yeah.
Look at that live shot. I mean, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a
definitely, man.
good show. I will say this, as a drummer, he was definitely one of the pioneers of modern style, the polyrhythmic stuff, which influenced Danny Carrington Tool, and many others. Oh God, so many others.
You had to mention Tool. Didn't you?
I was
true, though.
restraining myself.
I just
Kyle wore a freaking
Bill
Tool
light up like
burning.
a Christmas tree bulb when every time we say Tool.
It wasn't Celine Dion.
Yeah.
But yeah. As a drummer, I mean, the first time I learned his drum solo from their live album,
Which live album?
Exit Stage Left.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I learned that, because I had other drummers like, if you can learn that drum solo, you're amazing. And I learned it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not to say that I'm amazing or anything, but like I learned it because he was so good.
Yeah.
I pushed myself to learn that. And
Yeah. Cool.
but Neil will definitely be missed, and Godspeed to him and Rush and his millions of fans over and family and stuff, man.
We'll mourn it forever, but we'll also celebrate it forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll never let his name die.
Celebrate it. Listen to Rush, watch videos, anything you can, man. Just celebrate it, and Godspeed to Neil and his family, man.
Get them tattooed on your
Yeah.
skin.
Well,
Which Kyle has a Rush tattoo.
yeah,
He does.
He's got
so.
it tattooed on his forehead. That's pretty impressive.
Forehead. On his forehead?
Foreskin.
Foreskin. It's a small tattoo.
But you know what?
It would be one of those micro tattoos.
It's a micro tat.
You know what would be really cool, and this will happen. We'll be 20 years older from now, and you'll see a little kid on Facebook or whatever else playing Neil Peart.
Oh, yeah,
you
man,
know that will happen, and
Yeah.
that's how amazing that an individual is
Yep.
when they will continue his legacy
Mhm.
on from that, and that's what we know that'll happen, and that's the type of guy Neil Peart was.
Yeah, stand the
Yeah.
test of time.
It's
That's
like-
what's great about
Like kids
classics.
playing
What-
Clifford and Owix and
Yeah.
I mean, when I started drumming 30 years ago, I mean, I started playing Rush and
Yeah.
Kiss and stuff like John Bonham, Led Zeppelin. those drummers will stand the test of time forever, just like Buddy Rich and
Yeah.
It's like
and
50
all of them.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway, Godspeed to Neil, and
Yeah.
God bless
definitely.
him and his family. May he rest in peace.
We're sorry you're gone, man.
We're sorry you're gone, dude. That's true.
Yep.
All right.
anyway,
That's it for that.
On
Let's
to-
get on
moving
to having some fun here.
Happy
That's what we
times,
love
man.
to do.
Our sad news is over.
Our sad news.
For now, anyway.
All right. Let's start off with some news for the week, and we got a little bit of good stuff to go over here. Let's start out with some fun stuff, and we'll be all right with everything else that's gone on yesterday. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, one of the first big stories that I saw you guys really enjoy, and when I see that, that's what I'll start off with, of course.
yes,
But Glenn Danzig is to release a cover album of Elvis Presley in
It's gonna be
April.
awesome.
yes, it's going to be so.
I've
so
seen a
good.
shirt. I think our friend Lee has a shirt that says Glenn Danzig is my Elvis. He's kind of a modern day. I mean, yeah, it's definitely metal, and but still that voice.
Yeah,
The album's going to be called Danzig Sings Elvis. Now, Danzig has done Elvis songs before on
Yeah.
some of his albums, so it's
Yeah.
not really a surprise, but it was really good when we heard that kind of stuff.
fuck yeah, it was.
So to see this come to play, I think it's going to be fucking awesome.
I
Yeah,
can't
man,
wait.
I agree.
So
I can't wait. I know Elvis, no pun intended, Elvis Page is really waiting on that too.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
yeah, so this is going to be a really cool thing. I think this is right in his ballpark. Honestly, this might be one of the best thing what Danzig might have ever done.
Yeah, well, it's going to give him
So-
more attention.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to take him out of the metal. I mean, I'm sure he'll still, it'll still have a metal feel to it, but everybody loves Elvis.
Yeah.
So my mom loves Elvis,
Yeah,
and I can
so,
be
I
like,
mean,
hey,
can
mom,
you
check this
imagine
out.
Some
Right.
of these older people that might be 67 years old listening to Danzig.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, just don't get the
Yeah.
old stuff.
My Aunt Linda is the biggest Elvis
Oh,
fan.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of Elvis fans out there, so this might be something that could bridge some of the
Old
old,
and
and new.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Danzig and Elvis fans, and kind of, get
That's
them
what
together.
music's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well,
Right, Eric. Yeah.
ironically, years ago, I played my dad, rest his soul, a Danzig song called Sistinus. And I told him it was an unreleased Elvis song. And he believed me.
Yeah.
He believed me. He thought it was amazing. And,
He's got that vibe, man.
he does.
Awesome, man. That's going to be killer.
Yeah.
Danzig admitted in an interview a long time ago that the very first time he ever played live, he did Elvis
Yeah.
covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at a wedding.
Like a karaoke almost type of thing.
It was at a wedding.
A
Yeah.
wedding singer type thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle.
Well,
Yeah.
that's going to be something to follow here in the following months here. So.
Absolutely.
My ex-husband looks like Glenn Danzig. Does that count for anything?
Well,
Yeah.
I've seen a couple Elvis lookalikes, but hey.
All right, let's
Glenn Danzig look alike.
let's move on to the next thing because we got a lot to go through. Also, if you hadn't heard, this was another huge story. Ozzy Osbourne drops his new song "Ordinary Man" with Elton John.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know if anybody's seen that coming, but no.
Great
The
combo.
song is really good. It has Slash
And Slash, yeah.
Duff and Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers on it.
Man.
The CD is going to be coming out February 21st, called Ordinary Man. And, man, this song's really, really pretty good. I mean, it's got that November Rain kind of feel to it when you listen to it. From
have
Guns N'
not.
Roses. I'm telling you, it's not too bad for Ozzy.
I have not listened to it myself. I'm one of those major Ozzy fanatics that I refuse to listen to it until I get the actual album.
Yeah, well.
I mean,
And bands are really running that today with the new Metallica. Every single song was released on video
Right,
before
right.
the album came
Well,
out.
this
We've
is
talked
what-
about that
We've
many,
talked
many
about
times.
this many times. This is a new fad that everyone is releasing songs
Yep.
out instead of their albums out, and which is really weird because vinyl is so big right now.
It's the whole digital thing, man.
So it's a digital kind of thing. Ozzy's already released a couple of songs off this new album, so I don't know if you're going to really be too surprised when you get the whole thing. And this is just something that people are doing. I mean, we just saw a thing with Megadeth where they're saying they're going to be releasing songs out just like Ozzy did. And this is just the way it is. So at least you get a little tease, I guess, before the whole thing.
A lot of the younger generation, that's what they do. They just buy songs. They don't buy entire albums. Some of us old school people, we're used to buying entire albums.
Right.
But it's just one of those things that's changed over the years, man.
It deflates the purchase for me.
Yeah, for all of us that are
Really?
used to buying entire albums,
And that's what I said with I'm going to wait till I have the album.
Yeah,
So-
And
it's hard to refrain, but
Yeah,
sometimes
it's
it's better
suck
to do
anyway.
that. Patience is a virtue.
It is hard. And you're right. Absolutely.
Is it me, or does Kyle look a little more uglier than normal today?
I think it's that
It's the
tie-dye.
sunlight, man. This is weird for all of us.
Yeah,
We're
using the
used to doing-
sunlight.
We're
Using
used to
the
doing
sunlight
8
today
o'clock.
instead of you know.
Yeah, I'm a night shift
Wanna-
guy.
wanna
They've got me
fucking
up
moron?
way earlier than normal.
Yeah, me
So-
and Bill are we're like vampires right now.
We sleep.
Just like
We sleep during the day and we're awake at night, and they've got us. We're all whacked out. And yeah, now we're seeing Kyle for the first time in the daylight.
yeah,
Woo!
it's
I
bad.
know, I was
It's
sitting-
bad.
I was
Bless
sitting
our
there-
souls.
I was sitting there thinking today that I slicked my hair back so much further than normal that I thought my mustache was coming on my eyebrows here real soon or something. So
Man.
Please,
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm seeing y'all in the daylight.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
poor Tina over here. She's having to
Yeah,
see
I know.
all of us
That
early in the
brings
I
up
day.
know she's holding a cross over there to hold back the vampires today. So
That's
So-
an interesting question.
What, Kyle?
How do you keep your hair looking so wet?
hey,
No,
man,
I've wondered that
I
myself.
don't know, man. It's just natural beauty.
Hair products are amazing.
I know the secret.
Well, he says it's beauty. I think it's what Tina just said. I know the secret.
You
I-
heard
What is that something about Mary? Isn't that the movie? I won't say anything else.
I think it's
I'll
like
leave that to the imagination.
Oh, nice.
down
Tell
below,
me, man.
down below juice, and you just kind of goes like this.
I said enough. Something about
Anyway.
Mary. Everybody knows.
Anyway, all right. Let's
Next
go.
story.
Next
Ozzy.
Move us
Ozzy,
along.
new album coming soon.
February
Fucking
21st.
What is he, man? Like 70?
One.
Yeah, and still releasing great music.
I know, man.
That's just, man,
That's
I love that.
amazing.
Yeah.
50 plus years in business, man.
I know. All right.
What's
From
next?
one great artist to another, Prince is getting an all-star Grammy tribute concert
So
Thank
well
God.
deserved.
on
So
January
well deserved.
28th in L.A. Coliseum. This thing's gonna be fucking badass,
More
man.
than
Yeah.
deserved.
More than
Yeah.
deserved.
Right.
Sheila E. and Jimmy Jam. You heard that fucking name, Jimmy Jam? In a long
I haven't
time?
heard that.
Oh, I have.
I know.
I hadn't heard any
I
either
know.
of those names in a long
Um,
time.
But they are
They are
definitely
basically
should be there.
the coordinators of the whole show, which that's a really good idea.
What, the Morris
uh,
Day?
Yeah, Morris Day's gonna be involved too.
Morris Day.
The
Fuck
time.
yeah.
This will be broadcast on TV, but it won't be until April. But that's cool. I mean, we'll get to see it.
Yeah.
All kinds of people are going to be at this show, from the Foo Fighters to,
Damn.
I mean, just tons, like 20 bands are going to be
All-star
at this
cast,
thing.
huh?
An all-star jam, and this man deserves it more than
Yeah.
anybody.
Oh, absolutely. Well
So-
deserved.
Well, can you imagine all them different bands doing Prince songs and doing
Yeah,
it in their
yeah.
way?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Fuck
The,
yeah.
I can't wait.
This
That's
is on our
gonna be-
website. All
Yes.
these stories are, so I mean, you could follow them anyways. But the people, the list of these people, I couldn't even write this list of how many people are going to be at this show. This might be one of the biggest things we've seen in a really long time on TV.
Yeah.
So definitely mark your calendars in April for this.
Please do.
I mean, it's just going to be incredible. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
check that out. That's going to be a big thing.
That's
So.
awesome. God.
Yeah,
I mean,
celebrate
tell
a
me.
life that's well
Uh,
worth being celebrated.
Beck, Foo Fighters, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Susan Hoff is going to do Manic Monday, which Prince wrote.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Morning
Wow.
Stay in the Time,
Oh,
John
yeah.
Legend,
A lot
Alicia
of
Keys. I mean,
Oh
this,
my gosh, man.
this is an endless
And-
list. It is going to be one of the most
His-
incredible things we've
his
seen.
The version of Manic Monday they released that he did after he died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is better than the original
Yeah.
that was recorded.
Well,
Yeah.
like What If God Was One of Us by Joan Osborne, which he wrote as well. His version of that is
You know, Sinead
phenomenal.
O'Connor.
I like
Yeah,
Dr.
nothing
Evil's
compares
version
to
of
you.
Yeah.
If God Was One of Us.
Oh,
Dr.
his
Evil?
version, nothing compares to, is better than
Yeah.
ours.
But yeah, Prince definitely definitely deserves this
Yeah.
by far. I can't believe it took this many years to actually do it. But
Yeah.
All right.
anyway,
Next on the list. I'm interested to see the comments coming on this thing.
Drum roll.
Megadeth is going to be back touring with Five Finger Death Punch, and like
We're
I said a
excited
little while
about this,
ago,
man.
we're going to be releasing 2 new songs to tease us.
imagine that. Hey,
Pun intended.
All right,
Pun
you're going to make
intended.
fun of this motherfucker from surviving cancer again.
is he gonna kick your ass again?
I probably
I mean-
now Dave did call me the other night and told me
Yeah.
you better watch yourself because he found out where you fucking live now. And he said he would come to Newcastle and he would kill you
Well,
if
in your sleep.
in your
Dave's
sleep.
serious, man.
You
Serious
know.
business.
So now I have James Taylor, Dave Mustaine, and Celine Dion after my ass because of this fucker.
It's all his fault. And
But-
Kyle.
So
But
I have no problem with
You
Dave
know.
Mustaine.
but in all fairness, I'm a Jedi and I would get out my lightsaber and I would cut all of them down, especially
Now,
Celine Dion.
if you had followed our show before, and this
I don't wanna
is
know what
really
you do
true
with your
story, Dave
lightsaber.
Mustaine and me got into a fight at a show backstage
right.
That's true.
several years ago, and that's a true story.
Right.
That was a
And
stuntable
so
pilot, so
now
bad.
he is after me everywhere I go. And because this asshole was making fun of him and his cancer, well, and both of you assholes.
I was not.
Now he is after me, and he told me the other night on the phone he would come after you if you fucked with him anymore.
Okay.
I
You
wouldn't
know.
fuck with him. He was trained by Sonny Chiba. So.
Yeah, he's-
Sonny Chiba, great 70s actor right there.
Wow, what a wow.
Yeah, so sorry,
nice
Dave.
name drop.
I got to deal with these guys. What the fuck else am I gonna do? I
Yeah,
guess. I don't-
it's like you dealing with Lars and James.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Really
Yeah.
is coming after y'all.
Just don't ever tell Dave Mustaine to his face that
Right.
I know why Metallica kicked your ass out of the band.
That's
probably been
that's
okay
where all that
with
came
it.
from.
All right, let's go after that before he comes after us before we finish the show.
man, who's gonna come after us next, man?
I don't know. I'm sure you'll
Tiny
figure something
Tim?
out.
Tiny Tim.
I was just about to say that.
Tiny Tim's dead.
Oh no, if your
Uh,
two guys' brains are lean, we're in trouble.
I know. All right.
What's up?
I love the next one.
Eric
This
McFly is gonna fucking.
I don't know how to feel about this next story. I kind of cry and I kind of laugh. But David Lee Roth
No God.
is now playing Las Vegas.
Bad news.
I know.
Yeah.
And if you followed our post, he said Eddie Van Halen was really bad.
Which is extremely sad.
Yeah, which is bad because, like we said on our show a few weeks ago, it looks like Van Halen is non-existent anymore.
Right.
Dave didn't want to go into more detail, and he probably shouldn't go into any detail of that.
Right, man, right.
But said that, Eddie is very, very bad, and Van Halen will not ever get back together like we thought.
Yeah.
Dave's 65 years old, and, I think he's just done too many drugs or something.
yeah,
But
he's weird.
from what I read,
Still do.
he did a show the other night. Now here's how bad this asshole is. He got on stage and forgot the words to California Girls.
How can you forget?
I know the words to California
Yeah,
Girls.
I mean, there's
He
not
would
that
forget
many.
The lyrics to Van Halen.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
what this guy's been smoking or
He
what.
forget the lyrics to
But-
Ice Cream Man, and that's his
I
song.
know. I mean, this guy just cracks me up. I mean, apparently,
Something
he
else,
did about
man.
15 songs, which is cool, and he forgot the words to a lot of songs. So I don't know if maybe he just needs to go
David Lee Roth is a
Just
joke.
hang it up.
hang it up, man. I mean, he is known to a lot of people as a legend, and I think if he keeps doing this, he's going to look like maybe more of a fool
Yeah.
than a great music
He's
artist.
gonna ruin his
So,
legacy.
I don't know.
Legend.
Yeah.
I think he's a
If
Ruin
you
his
like
legacy.
Van Halen's music live, go see Atomic Punk if they're still out
Yeah,
there.
Right.
They're a good tribute band.
Good tribute band, Atomic Punk.
I
Yes.
know.
Go check that out. There's also one
Right,
called Running
cool.
with the Devil. That's really
I've seen
good.
Atomic Punk, so
Okay,
that
cool.
was the one I knew.
But yeah,
I know.
All right, there you guys go. Good tribute
DLR,
bands.
man, just
Yeah, I think he needs to just put it to bed.
I'm glad I
That'd
saw
be
him
best.
as a solo artist, then I saw him with the Van Halen reunion, which was phenomenal, but like you said, he forgot a lot of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh, even when you saw him?
Yeah.
Wow.
2007.
So this isn't even a new thing.
No.
Man, I always thought he looked
I
like a
think
pretty
he's-
healthy guy, but
I
I
think
guess
he's
not.
killed a lot of brain
I guess
cells.
not.
I mean, he is.
No.
I mean, he is healthy. I mean, he's muscular.
Yeah.
He still does his karate and stuff. But
I think the band is much better alive with Sammy.
absolutely,
Yeah,
I do too.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather
Oh,
have
yeah.
Sammy anyway.
Absolutely. When I saw him with Sammy, it was so much
Oh,
better.
yeah.
So Dave is just loopy in the head,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Absolutely.
All right, next on the list.
Yeah, your
I wanted
brain's
to
left.
talk a little bit about this because I know me and him have a lot of experience with it. Let's make this quick. But Ticketmaster says
Oh God.
tickets are underpriced.
Which is bullcrap,
No,
man.
they
Now-
aren't.
If you don't know, I mean, me and Scott have been in the music business for over 25 years. We've been selling tickets. We've sold CDs. I've wrote for the newspapers. I worked at the Hoosier Dome as a ticket manager. Helped the Colts. I've done all kinds of stuff on both sides of the fence of this. I also owned several Karma Record stores over the years, and we had our Imagine Music store. And I worked with these guys.
Yeah.
I am telling you that is a lie.
Yeah.
Don't listen to those fuckers. I mean, I feel kind of bad because I have several Ticketmaster friends on my Facebook page.
Well,
hey,
it's
man.
their job.
Yeah,
You know,
But-
they can't help it.
but I'm telling you, I even remember when Pearl Jam started to stand up against Ticketmaster.
Right.
I
They
do.
use
One
a
of the
different
people
company.
that worked at Ticketmaster was sitting there telling me, you know what, they're going to regret fucking with us.
They
So,
never did.
I mean, they're like a freaking Godfather, Gestapo, I don't know,
They're bullies. man.
company that is a monopoly.
Yeah.
A monopoly.
Yep.
Who else sells tickets?
Nobody. Live Nation, but that's affiliated.
And
to
they're owned by the
Ticketmaster.
same people.
Yeah. Exactly.
So a lot of people don't know, but so is what's StubHub is owned by
StubHub.
freaking Ticketmaster.
Yep.
These
People
guys
don't
are
know
a
that, but they
monopoly,
are.
man. And
Yeah.
they are threatening small venues if they don't use them or Live Nation.
Yep.
That's a monopoly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So until any of us stand up and do something about it, like Pearl Jam tried to do,
Rage Against the Machine.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
and let me tell you some other inside sources that you really don't know. And it's kind of interesting to know. When they had ticket outlets as Karma Records, we got 50 cents for every ticket we sold you guys.
Only 50 cents.
And then, as me being an owner of Karma Records, they only gave me 5 cents when I sold tickets
Wow,
to you.
man.
Yep.
That's a rip off right there in itself.
So I'm telling you, this is a scam. It's a ripoff. They're a monopoly. And
Yeah.
until we all stand up and do something about it, nothing's going to change. There's also, think of this, there are no more ticket outlets anymore. And they paid us for that. So now
It's
they
all
don't
online.
pay anybody for that.
Yeah.
And
So where's
now
that money going?
they're pocketing that all to themselves, and they're doing it all online. And it doesn't cost them anything to pay anybody to sell the tickets, or it doesn't cost them anything to print out a ticket and send it to you anymore.
Yep.
Right.
So that saves them more money. But
Yeah,
instead
so-
of $3 a service charge, you're paying over $10 or $15 a
crazy.
service charge.
Yes.
That is a ripoff.
Very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, they'll post that tickets
Yeah.
only cost like $35. Then you go to buy them and you find out it's $65 or $70
Yeah.
because of all the extra fees. There has been lawsuits in the past, and because of those lawsuits, they've given people, like rewarded people, tickets.
Yeah.
So this isn't the first time this
No.
has happened.
Yeah, but
they're just being bigger bullies about it.
I actually checked into what deals they do if you were screwed off your price or something.
Yeah.
They only listed like certain concerts.
Okay. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Get
It's not unlimited.
to get
It's
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
some
so
of them,
it's
some
kind
of
of
them were
bullcrap.
good, but
Not the year I looked.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway,
So
yeah.
moving on, but it is bullcrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ticketmaster. Here's a big this.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next story. This was really interesting. I don't think you guys got as much attention to the story. Guns N' Roses had a super fan who was being threatened with a lawsuit because he had discovered a bunch of unreleased music that they had never put out, and he released it online to everybody.
Oh wow.
Now, here's what happened. I read the story, and it's really interesting. You should really read this on our website. The manager of Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
back in the day when they were really hot and heavy, had collected a bunch of music that they never released.
All right.
Now, here's how this dumbass worked. he put it all in a storage unit, and then didn't pay his bill.
Wow.
What the fuck?
That's
And
like a
a
storage
super fan
wars.
found out about it and bought his storage unit.
Okay.
Okay.
This had hundreds of songs that Guns N' Roses never released, and he released it on the internet to everybody for free.
But it's his now.
Yeah,
He owns it
but
now. So
they are suing him
I
for
don't think
doing
they'll win.
this.
I don't think they'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy though. What's
Yeah.
the chances?
Yeah.
Wow. See, people need to pay. Like people
Yeah.
miss our stories all the time, and that's an awesome story.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. So,
Guns N' Roses was one of the first bands that I had an older cousin, Jason Lovelace. If you're watching, man, thank you for that, getting me into Guns N' Roses. Yeah, like it's just, I'd like to hear those songs. You know, I think it'd be awesome. But I can see how, you know, if the band didn't want them released, and now they're not getting paid for them. So yeah, I can see that.
yeah,
I mean,
so
it'll
well,
be.
I
But
mean-
I don't think they've got a case though.
yeah, I don't know.
Like a year and a half ago or so, they released that giant box set version of Appetite for Destruction, which came with all these bonus CDs of unreleased songs, demos, and such.
Yeah.
And I got that, and it was unbelievable. This
some of
made me
those songs
more
were
than
good?
that. Oh God, it's unreal, man.
I didn't hear it. I'd like to hear that.
So, and I know my girlfriend April is really, really big on Guns N' Roses. So, dig into that, hon.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, that'll be awesome. Yeah,
And,
we all need to dig into that.
Absolutely.
Didn't, wasn't, was it this week or last week? The alternate version of Running with the Devil was released.
Yeah,
It was like last week sometime. It's awful. So
It sucked.
it's bad.
Where did that come from? Isn't that a Van Halen song?
Yes.
We're talking
Yeah,
Guns N' Roses,
I-
Cochise.
I think the Van Halen fan site released that, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I don't know where you've been, but a half hour ago we quit talking about Van Halen. Kyle. We love messing with each other. So anyway.
All right, let's get to the next story.
Van Halen rock.
Rascal Flatts
Oh,
said
God.
they are going to break up after their tour.
Yeehaw.
Hey, you know what?
Tour.
Life is a highway. I don't give a fuck.
Their tour. I
That's just
said.
a remake. They didn't do
I
that
know.
song originally.
Yes.
No,
that
they
was-
didn't.
That was a cover.
Who was that guy?
Uh,
I remember that.
No.
Wasn't his last name Cocker?
Cocker was the one who wrote it.
Not Joe Cocker.
Concord.
John
Yeah.
Cochran.
No, Tom.
Tom
Tom
Cochran.
Cochran. Yes.
Yeah, that was
We'll
his
get it
song.
right. But they
Nobody-
redid it.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't care about
They're
it.
a
I
good
just thought it
country
was-
band. We'll give them that. We're
Yeah,
just
I
not big
know.
fans.
I just thought
And
it was
music
funny.
is music, and there's fans
Oh,
for
yeah, there
everybody,
are.
so
I
it all
know.
counts.
True.
To you fans out there, condolences, but they're not going to be.
Yeah, so I don't care.
We're not going to mourn it like
Same.
Neil Peart.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's
Next on the list, a couple of fun stories. I thought ABC said that they were going to do a live broadcast of Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. It's pronounced Frankenstein.
Yes.
Stein, Stone.
Gene Wilder going to be a part of it?
That's what I was going to
yeah,
ask.
it is.
Fucking daddy
He's
can't.
dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
what about Mel Brooks?
sadly.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Uh,
no, but seriously, that's cool, though.
Yeah, I know. They
I
said
love
I
that
think they're going to
movie.
try to have it out during Halloween, actually, too.
Oh,
That'd be great,
cool.
man.
So,
ABC's been doing a lot of that.
yeah, I know.
On the family.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
They do a
That's
Broadway
freaking
play of
awesome.
this now,
They shouldn't
Right,
have
and,
done
and so
that,
I guess they're
but-
going to try to do a rendition of that live on ABC. I
Oh,
think
cool,
around
man.
Halloween. I think that'd be.
Yeah,
it's
we'll be
kinda
looking
cool.
forward to that.
Yeah, kind of cool.
I think everybody
Um,
in the movie's dead.
Another great story. This is actually a
Exactly.
freaking cool story. I was in. I sold a lot. Became an expert in craft beer and bourbon. And Jack Daniels released a single barrel whiskey to honor Motorhead.
Oh yeah, man. And that's something, you know, it was crazy. I watched, if you watch some of the documentaries about Lemmy, that dude just drank, man, like every day. And it
Well,
seemed like it never
Now,
affected him.
here's even a cooler part of the story. You know, because Lemmy was a really big drinker, Jack
Yeah.
Daniels. He was actually recognized as an ambassador to the
Wow.
Jack Daniels company.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
'Cause Jack Daniels
and
is
they don't
huge.
do that very often at all for people. I mean,
No.
it's pretty rare.
That's amazing.
Now, here's the hard part. They only made hardly 300 bottles of this stuff.
So man, that
And
price is
they're
gonna
pretty
be-
much gone, but the word is they're going to try to make a few more because this was so popular. So
Yeah, supply and demand.
yeah,
I'd be
It's kind of like
interested
the Slayer Jägermeister.
yeah.
That was only available, I think, in like
UK.
Europe. Yeah, UK.
I mean, this is a really
So-
popular thing. I know even right here, actually, one of my favorite bands, OAR, has their own craft beer.
That's
and
awesome,
stuff
man.
like that. It's just a huge thing right now with these music artists. I mean, look how many people do wine.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, don't
And,
get me started.
yeah,
I'm not
I
going to
know.
say
We're
it.
not going to say
Les
his
Claypool
name. No.
from Primus
Okay.
has his own
Oh,
line.
that's better. That's better.
Another
But-
singer I
Yeah,
won't
know,
mention has his
Tool
own
has
line.
wine too.
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, absinthe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maynard has.
I mean,
or,
and
I,
it's-
I didn't even mean to say it. Marilyn Manson has absinthe. Yes.
Yeah.
I set you up for that one, Bill.
No, I know.
Exodus has their beer, and it's actually made
There's
in
everybody has everything anymore.
I didn't know that. Kyle just said Exodus has a beer made in Indianapolis. Really?
All right. Next,
Okay,
another story, and this was really cool too. The Nirvana guys got back together and jammed out together, and the cool thing is Dave Grohl's 13-year-old daughter
Oh yeah.
shocked everybody and came out and sang "Heart-Shaped Box."
Yep.
That's
And
my
she was
favorite
awesome.
too. Yeah, that was great.
It's on our site. You can watch it, and stuff like that. But I think Beck was on there with them jamming, and
Oh, very
some
underappreciated
other
artist,
artists.
Beck.
And it was really cool. You can watch that on there. And
Yeah.
that little girl tore it up.
She did. I watched that.
Yeah, but Courtney Love will ruin it because technically that
You know
song's
what?
about her vajayjay.
Unpopular opinion. I actually like Courtney's
Well,
voice.
the best thing
I
here
do
lately
too,
is
but-
she's not been really in existence of.
Because she
so-
bullshitted Lana Del Rey for singing the song. She's like, you know that's about my vagina, don't you?
I love Heart Shaped Box, regardless of what it's
That's
about.
definitely a
It's
good
been
way
like
to
my
ruin a
favorite
song.
Nirvana song for a long time, but yeah, I never thought of it that way. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Gentlemen ruin the song.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I didn't know
It's
that.
about her vagina.
Yeah,
well,
Kurt Cobain wrote it
music
about
is
her
subjective.
vagina.
Music is
Yeah.
subjective, so
My personal
I'm gonna
personal
pretend like I
opinion is
still don't know that.
Courtney Love's vagina is probably not a heart-shaped box. It's probably a giant, like
Grand
UPS
Canyon-shaped box.
It's like a dead possum or something.
I imagine
Oh,
it all
awesome.
blown out and desiccated.
You defecated.
Desiccated.
Oh, same thing.
They started a mud flap
Well,
line out of her.
unfortunately, Kurt
Never
Cobain
mind.
liked
I
it.
wonder what that smell is over here.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry,
anyway.
let's get back on track.
Off track.
All right. Another cool thing. Last week we actually didn't do the show, but we actually did go out and do our homework with people.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I went and seen the guys from the protest.
Yes.
Bill went and
Yes.
seen the guys from
Shiner.
Shiner.
Yeah, did
Um,
freaking awesome.
Scott
Eric was with me.
talked and dealt with the guys from Void King.
yes.
Yep.
We do our homework. We are very on hands with our local talent guys. If they're cool with us,
Yep.
we're cool with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we always want to help everybody out, and that's part of the fun of our show. I went and seen a couple of the guys from the protest. The two, I call them the BB brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brumlett.
These guys,
Brumley?
yeah,
Brumley?
Bramlett,
Yeah.
Bramlett,
Bramlett. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Josh and Jared.
Yes.
Josh and Jared. That's,
Cool.
but I call them the BB brothers. And
Yeah.
basically, they did a show at. Man, this place was awesome. Was it Belgian Horse Winery, right behind the Shenandoah High School? This place was awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
it was incredible.
It was
Oh,
awesome.
They post a lot of
Beautiful.
concerts there. You got to really check that place out.
Neat.
I should get a free bottle of wine or something.
Yeah,
for that.
promoting
But,
that venue. Yeah.
but these guys are awesome.
Apple wine is awesome.
These guys' album on Spotify has hit over 1 million listens.
Wow, that's awesome,
yeah.
man. Great.
Yeah.
Damn.
Congratulations,
Oh,
guys.
no.
All over the
Congratulations.
whole country.
Congratulations, guys.
And these guys were like this tall when they came
Yes.
in my store, and we knew them,
Yeah.
and always had fun with them.
Yeah.
And they always get a bunch of CDs and talk for hours with them. And I was touched because when I was there, they took a break in the show, and they immediately came down and gave me a hug and said hi to me.
Oh, awesome, man.
And I didn't even know if they would even remember me, and
And they did.
and they did, and it really, really touched me. And I give these guys a shout out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of an '80s hair band kind of style metal rock, but really good. And these guys are so nice. They deserve your attention a little bit.
Yeah.
And give them some
They're
love.
good guys.
What's the name again of the band?
The Protest.
The Protest,
Protest.
man.
A lot of guys would remember back in the day it was like Protest for Pluto, but
Yeah.
it's the Protest.
Yeah, and they are like they're very Christian based.
But
at
heavy
least they used to
metal.
be.
Yeah, heavy metal.
But
And
no,
kinda like
still
Striper.
Christian based.
Very nice.
Kind of like Striper. I mean, they rock, but they sing about our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, whatever.
So
It's
also
awesome.
then Bill Wentstein, Shiner.
Yes.
This Cody Better's dad, I think, is the keyboard player in a band.
Paul Better's phenomenal
He's
keyboard player.
Awesome on
Yeah.
keyboard.
And he sings some songs too. He's got a great that low raspy that voice, man. It's just I've seen Paul play with a lot of different bands, and he's just a well-rounded musician. Drummer Tony Markham, I know his family's
Yep.
affiliated with Jack's Donuts. Here we are.
Cody did
Um,
some of my tats.
There you
yeah.
go.
And I hate it. I met the whole band. I forget the bass player. He played a 5-string bass. It was great. Forget his name. And the singer, man, he done
Journey.
Pearl Jam, and the Journey song.
Yeah, the Journey
Put
song.
that
Hey, man, to me, anybody that can hit those notes,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, that's okay. Protest
Vern.
did the same Journey song too, but
Oh,
theirs
yeah?
was acoustic.
Okay,
Oh,
cool,
wow.
cool.
That was
And
awesome.
then,
Damn.
you talked to the guys from Void King a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah. I talked to Jason Kindred from Void King.
Yeah.
Posted. They're an amazing band. Jason's been in the business as well as Derek and Tommy Miller. I mean, they've
Yeah.
been in the business for years. I used to play so many shows with Jason Kindred.
They're out of Muncie mainly.
Yeah, I talked to Derek too. He was
Yeah.
at the Shiner show.
I didn't
so
know Chris Carroll played bass on the band. He's one
Yeah.
of the skateboard
they're
guys.
actually signed
Yes.
by a European metal label.
Yes.
Void Kings is
Yeah.
they're a signed band.
Now,
so-
from what I
Question
understand,
about them.
was really cool was they donated a bunch of money
Yes,
to
to Australia.
to Australia for the
Yeah.
yeah,
fire.
thank you, Void King.
Man,
That's awesome,
great.
man.
You guys deserve
Yeah.
much love for
Accolades
that.
to you.
Yes.
We won't forget someone who does stuff like that, and
Not
we'll
at
try to
all.
help you guys out as much as we can. But that was impressive to see someone who might not have deep pockets, but
Yeah.
they cared enough to donate money to a horrible event. And give these guys a shout out. They're
Yeah.
on Spotify and stuff like that.
Yeah, both they got
And,
I think 2 albums
man,
now, and
yeah.
they're awesome.
Void
Doom
King.
metal.
Void King.
They're a doom band, right?
Yeah,
That's
Doom.
what I was
It's
about to
like-
ask.
It's like Black Sabbath, Clutch, that kind of.
I don't
that
consider
Clergy
Clutch a
Performance.
doom band.
Yeah.
But-
okay.
All right.
It's that kind of feel. Yeah, give them a shout, man.
Yeah, really. Much love. All right, a couple other small stories, real quick. We had the Golden Globes, and our man Joaquin Phoenix
Joker.
won for the Joker.
he deserved it, man. That was great. Great
Johnny
movie.
Cash.
Yeah. Also, that I love this new guy. I gotta say his name right. Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
He's the one
Yeah.
who did the Elton John movie.
Yes.
He was in the Kingsman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He
Best
won.
fucking movie, King.
Did
Yeah, that's good.
those guys, I'm big fans of them. They both won huge awards.
Well
I'm sure
deserved.
they might be battling each other for the Grammy.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
majority of the time,
Oscars.
whoever wins this wins the Grammy, and maybe we'll get lucky and Joaquin wins.
Not the Grammy, the Oscar.
Oscars. I'm sorry. Oscars. Music's always on my mind. Sorry.
Right?
But yeah, anyway, Joaquin
I'm
and,
surprised you
and
didn't say they're gonna win the AVM.
That's where
We're
your
not
mind
going
is.
there.
My mind's in music. His is always in porn. So
Johnny versus Johnny Cash for the Oscar.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really.
yeah, pretty
Um,
much.
Also, just funny because I think this guy's head is starting to evaporate as well. Meatloaf is going vegan.
Yeah. I posted that a while back.
And
How the
was
fuck
it?
are your
Somebody-
name gonna be Meatloaf and you're gonna go
I
vegan?
know, man. And then this dumbass starts ripping on a little girl who's trying to help with the environment and all this stuff like that. Like a dumbass
Off
that he
the rocker.
is. I think he's been smoking crack or something too.
His
so,
daughter's hot.
you know,
She's got one of my heroes as her husband.
Scotty and yep.
yeah.
You talking about Pearl?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scotty and
So
Pearl.
you have a
Maybe-
crush
maybe-
on
maybe
somebody's
having-
husband?
Well, I'm a huge Anthrax fan, so yeah.
Okay, all right.
Maybe Meatloaf and Daily Ross should get together and put a
Yeah,
band
right.
out
There you
together
go. There you
called
go.
Crackheads or something. I don't know. I don't know. these guys are ate up.
Call
Yeah.
meat Roth.
Yeah. David Lee Meat Roth.
David Lee Meat Roth.
We
yes.
will not go there. Oh,
Also, I thought this was really cool because I damn well want all these. Did you see these the Lego company is
Yes.
making these bands now?
Yes.
And they made a White Stripe Lego kit, and now they made a Rage Against the Machine Lego kit.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
look
a
for
guy-
those.
Those
I just-
Lego kits are insane.
there's a guy that does
Yeah.
a tooling, but I don't think it's made by Lego. But it's a Lego set, and it's freaking awesome,
Yeah, that's
man.
pretty freaking cool.
Absolutely.
They make the stage and everything.
Also, just a little FYI, there's a lot of bands that kind of announced some things, and Sade was going to be coming out with a new album.
Ooh.
Evanescence is going to be coming out with a new album. David Bowie is going to be coming out with a
Yes.
rarity and unreleased album here. Next,
Posthumously.
yeah, next few months. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
With
John Frusciante.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
We're
back.
excited
And
about
if
that.
you haven't
Absolutely.
known, whenever they did albums, I think they might have been the best
Absolutely.
Red Hot Chili Peppers ever.
I mean, Blood Sugar Sex Magic is a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
masterpiece.
Awesome.
I cannot wait. I put on there Deftones. Is going to be putting out a new album. Oh my god, I can't wait for that.
We've got some big.
These
Deftones
are all on
fans
our
that are following
website.
us.
You can follow on Facebook. or
Everything Deftones does has been fucking gold.
I got to meet those guys a long time ago, and actually when they first started, helped pass out flyers in front of Emerson. I think it was
Oh, yeah.
back in the day.
Damn.
That's how I got to know these guys pretty well.
Cool.
That's been weird.
And I've always been a big fan of really nice guys, and they actually kept in touch with me, and I just love these guys. So
They have a sound on their own.
yeah, they do. Lamb of God said they were going to be putting out an album here real soon.
Awesome.
And also, they said they were going to be making a new Evil Dead movie.
Oh.
Yes.
So
Yes. With Bruce Campbell being involved.
Yeah.
So
Cool,
we'll
I
man.
see
knew he
how
couldn't
that
stay
works.
away.
Yeah, I
It's
got
almost
that.
like Robert Englund with Nightmare on Elm Street.
When I
man.
met him, I said I don't think you can stay away from
Yeah.
the series.
What did he say about that?
He said, I think I can.
Oh.
I proved him wrong.
You did, yeah. Right on. We'll be looking
some
forward to
people
that.
are just set in some things that will never change, and I think that's one of them for sure.
Real quick, first Chromax record in 20 years is coming out in February.
Chromax.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
wow, that's an old school New York-based punk band. Hardcore band. And yeah, Chromax. Damn.
So
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah. All right. Also, they announced a new Coachella concerts coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the list on our page because there's 100 different bands there.
Yeah, it's an interesting collection.
Obviously,
of bands.
Which Bill posted.
yeah.
That was Bonnaroo. I posted
Oh,
about
sorry.
Bonnaroo. That's all right.
Yeah,
My bad.
That's all right.
You can see that as April 10th through April 19th is what they said.
Yeah.
The cool thing I thought about this more than anything, Danny Elfman said he will be performing.
Yeah.
And he's going to be doing Oingo Boingo and all his stuff from like Batman and soundtrack and stuff like that.
Man, if you guys don't know who Danny
Uh,
Elfman is, do yourself a favor.
Yeah,
Look him
I mean,
up. That
he
dude's awesome.
does all
Yeah.
most of Tim Burton.
Yeah,
all
the Tim Burton
soundtracks
movies.
and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now,
Yeah.
what happened was basically, I guess
Simpsons.
last year, John Williams, Star Wars guy, was at Coachella, and it was huge. There was a lot of hype
Yeah.
about it because this
Okay.
man doesn't really play anywhere,
Right.
and so it gave, I guess, a little kick to Danny Elfman to do this.
Yeah,
So
he's
there's a
been
lot
doing
of
movie
buzz
scores.
about this that he's going to be playing and
Wow.
doing all this stuff from Tim Burton.
He done the Simpsons
you know.
theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff. This
It
guy
says
is
Danny
amazingly
Elfman on the
done,
credits.
and he's going to do it live at Coachella.
That'd be
That's
awesome,
awesome.
man. Don't if
Um,
you got don't miss that. Man.
yeah,
That'd be
so
great.
that was kind of cool.
That'd be amazing.
So check that out.
And if you don't know Oingo Boingo, shame on you.
Yeah.
Go look them up.
You all
Dig
seen
into
Back to School with
Right, Rodney
Dangerfield,
Dangerfield
and the guys playing in that bar. That's Oingo Boingo.
Dead Man's
Like-
Closet, right?
Yeah.
playing Dead Man's Party.
Yeah.
Party. I'm sorry.
So I mean, it's kind of cool. So we're gonna follow that. That's gonna be neat.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah, man.
Also, pretty interesting. I'm kind of, if you can believe this, I'm kind of a Dolly Parton fan.
Yeah, dude.
And she
I
said
am too.
she's playing tons of music to be released after she dies.
Wow.
She has thousands of songs that she's preparing to be released after she passes away.
I just watched her on an
Yeah.
award show where it was like they were giving her a big like lifetime achievement award, and all these other female artists came out and sang with her. It was just freaking awesome. She had a new song that she did, and she still sounds great.
Yeah, she does.
Wow.
So that was kind of cool. Also, I don't know what to think about this yet, but they announced that some other the people that are going to be in the brand new Batman reboot that's coming out in 2021. You know, they got
Batman Sparkle.
yeah, they got Sparkles that's going to play
Gosh,
Batman. The guy that did Twilight and all that stuff.
Oh, Robert Peterson or whatever.
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
But they also announced Colin
Peterson.
Farrell is going to play Penguin.
Weird,
You know,
man. This is, I don't know. Yeah,
Man, I
we'll
feel
see.
like
They announced somebody for Two-Face.
Yeah. Also, Paul Dano is going to play Riddler, and Zoe Kravitz is going to play Catwoman.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
So,
good with that.
Yeah, she's
That would
really,
be good.
she's
but
really
everything
good.
else sounds
She was-
kinda
But
rough.
I don't know what to think about that yet. But I mean, that was Colin Farrell's Penguin.
I mean,
I don't know about
We'll
that.
see.
Batman is my
I mean,
all
cosmetics.
Please, Robert Pattinson as Batman?
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Batman
Yeah.
is my all-time favorite comic book hero, and
Don't knock it yet. Don't
Yeah,
knock
I've
it.
Right.
heard.
I
Actually,
think
some
it
of the
might be
reviews
alright.
are actually really good
Yeah.
about this thing, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. But I mean, a lot of people who know what they're talking about are saying it's really good so far.
We'll
so
be
We'll
optimistic.
see. We'll see.
yeah,
You
I mean,
can't
I'll,
mess up Batman too bad, I guess.
I mean, I'll give him a shot by all means.
George
But
Clooney did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah,
Val Kilmer did a better job of
Yeah.
messing it
you
up.
know, Batman's my favorite,
I like
my
Val
favorite.
Kilmer's
But
movie.
that list seems kind of
I
odd.
loved
But
it.
definitely.
guys.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nobody said you had taste, Kyle.
Nobody
Right.
said you have to. What'd you say?
I said I liked the Val Kilmer Batman movie.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you're fucking dumb.
I'd rather see
No,
the,
I'm not.
I'd rather the George
No, he's not.
Clooney than the
No,
Val
he's not.
Kilmer.
Val Kilmer did good. They've all done good. They all have.
All right.
Right there.
Next on the list, I know you're a fan, so I put this one down. American Horror Stories added
Oh, yeah.
3 more seasons.
Oh yeah.
They're on their
That'd be cool.
10th season as it is.
I mean, why not?
They do a really good rendition of it. I guess
Keep it going.
Sarah Paulson is going to be returning to the show. She's one of the original people that really,
Yes.
Did good.
Cultivated or not? You know what I
Cultivated.
mean.
yeah.
You know what I mean. And there'll probably be several others, I'm sure. You know, I hope Evan Peters returns, and
Peters.
yeah,
Giggity.
we keep saying
sorry.
Peter, don't we? You know,
You
Jessica
got
Lange.
Peter on the brain or what?
Oh, well, Kyle's over there playing with his as
Yeah.
we do the show. So.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to not talk about Peter when Kyle's over there with his whatever, like
Y'all attracted-
walnut.
Are y'all
outfit.
attracted
Okay.
to Kyle's Peter? I'm just.
Well,
asking.
no, none of us are.
Well, we
but-
can't see it. You know, it's weird.
The Twilight Zone.
I
is
didn't
happening.
say anything, Danny, you motherfucker.
You didn't have to.
Well, you know, this story's for you, Kyle. They said Saved by the Bell is doing a new reboot.
Is it a porn?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, they did a porn.
Everything.
And the
You
original
would know
guy.
that.
Everything's been a porn.
You would
Shut
know
up.
that, Kyle.
I've seen it too.
You don't need I'll need your help with this one. Mark Paul
Gosler.
Gossler
Yeah.
Zach
is
Morris.
going to be involved with it. And
He'll
be,
probably
you
play
know,
Zach.
You know,
He is that.
You know,
Or yeah.
So-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um,
Why didn't I know that? I watched that show from the time they used to film in Indianapolis. The first season
Yes.
when they were in elementary
Yeah.
school
They were
was
in
filmed in
Yep.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I didn't
Yep.
know.
Because
Yeah.
Haley
The co- even-
Mills from The Parent Trap, the original one,
Yeah.
she was the teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even the college years, I watched all of them.
I did
Me
too.
too.
I
I've
did
seen
too.
them all.
There was like a new version that I
the
didn't
girl
care.
that
We'll
played
see.
in the Showgirls movie,
Yeah, she was
Elizabeth
Jessica.
Berkley.
Elizabeth Berkley.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was insane in
Elizabeth
Christ the
Berkley.
Warhound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have liked to have met her, I guess.
She
but,
was
like,
And so
Gorgeous,
Showgirls
but
was the
Oh, I'm sure.
suckiest ass movie.
I always wanted to meet Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Kelly
I'll just have
Kapowski.
you sign something for Showgirls, and that's all I need.
That exactly.
I liked Lisa.
You know
but-
where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Kapowski.
Yeah, I was a fan of Lisa, but hey,
Yeah, I like Lisa too.
we'll move on.
All right.
She
Fuck,
turned
I-
She's
I'd bang
bipolar.
Slater.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
Slayer.
Oh, geez.
I would have begged Slater. I said that
You
out
said that
loud.
out loud.
He's
All right,
a fucking
anyway.
freak.
That is the news for the
Oh, you
week.
could get
All
a
right.
screen.
That is all we got. Well, we actually got some more news. We're happy to say Kyle cleaned up his venereal disease, and we're happy to
He's
find.
healthy.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah. He got rid of his syphilis.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck he got it, but
Oh well,
Pretty sure it wasn't from you.
he's the ho-ho through the holidays. So,
Well.
Even though the only thing is he touched himself and then with nothing else, I don't know how he got syphilis.
I gave myself AIDS a couple times. So. It happens.
Oh my god.
In the record books for the.
Shut up.
All
We
right.
gotta move on.
All right, concerts. I'm not going to go through all of them. I just want to go through a few that's important to remind you guys about.
Sloppy seconds.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
talk about that. First of all, because it's coming up here real soon, January 18th, Chris Angel is going to be at Emmons Auditorium.
Yep.
You guys really should try to check that out if you can afford it after the Christmas holiday. But some other ones, Jamie Johnson at Anderson Casino is coming up. Korn Breaking Benjamin is going to be at Fort Wayne on February 4th.
Man, that's coming up.
Post Malone 2-9 at Branker's Life.
Previous.
Let's say we also wanted to say something about he just said Sloppy Seconds was just announced.
Yeah.
I used to work with the guys at Karma Records with that was in Sloppy Seconds, so really good guys. So that's on our website. You can check that out.
Tickets are $18.
It's on March 27th at the Murat.
Fairly priced.
Day after my birthday.
Cool.
Yeah.
A few days after mine.
Let's see. Most of the other stuff you guys know about, you can follow on our webpage. They did announce Zach Brown is going to be at Deer Creek as
Awesome.
well on September 11th of all weird days.
Yeah.
They
So-
so, later.
There you go on the concerts.
Yeah, I highly suggest, being our viewers are mainly from Indiana, man, go see Sloppy Seconds. I mean, they've been around for 30 years. They're
If you're a punk
great,
fan,
But
They
yeah.
give me a
influenced a lot of
chance to
people in
get
the
your
local
tickets.
area too.
yeah,
Then buy all you
Yeah.
want.
a great fun punk band. My band, Squad 51, actually opened for them,
Yeah.
and I didn't get to see them for whatever reason. But I really, I plan on going to that show. I hope we can and imagine that outing.
Yeah.
I hope. So yeah.
Sloppy, imagine that party.
Sloppy that. Sloppy that.
Sloppy that.
Sloppy that.
All right. Going on to some new CDs. I'm going to give you some from the next couple weeks because there's some really nice ones. Now, I did write down this first one for you, Scott.
Okay.
Selena Gomez is coming out with her CD here soon.
No
coming.
way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know
coming.
you will try not to touch yourself when you're listening to her music, but
Can't guarantee that.
I don't know.
I do this like the girl
I'm not
thing.
here right now.
Anyway,
Somebody
Bill,
trade me
Bill.
spots.
don't get offended.
These
Bill
guys,
gets
see,
offended.
I know every time I say Selena Gomez, he starts getting hard on over here. So
But you can't see it.
I know.
Too small to see.
Calgon, take me. Oh.
January.
Uh,
Oh, I
Kyle
have to put
gone,
up
take
with
me
it.
away.
Kyle gone. Jesus. Freaking Christ. Anyway.
January 17th, Little Big Town has theirs. January 24th, we got a bunch of really good ones. Elton John's coming out with live from Moscow.
Cool.
It's going to be probably one of the last ones you'll see from that gentleman.
Yeah.
I just like these guys from back in the day, but Pet Shop Boys are coming out with a new album.
Hell yeah.
Man, how long's it been?
I know.
Wow. Ain't heard that name in a while.
That's kind of like something I listened to when I was a kid. So.
Same.
Also on the 24th of January, Theory of Damned Man and Breaking Benjamin are having new albums.
Yes.
So-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Probably both be really
So,
good.
yeah, Breaking Benjamin will probably be playing some of those songs
Yeah.
at that show coming up.
With
Yeah.
Korn, yeah.
Then on the January 31st, I know your favorite, Megan Trainor and Keisha.
Who that is.
I know what.
What's up with all these young
Kesha.
Disney girls with me?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. I'm not a pedo, I promise.
Yeah.
They're all of age now.
Yeah,
That's the same thing you said to the judge.
Tell it to the judge.
Damn, Kyle, I don't have a comeback for that. That was good.
All right, same time.
Look, Tina's like, bye.
Yeah, she's got to go.
I gotta go.
All
I
right.
got
Yes.
something to do.
Thanks,
Y'all
boss.
better hurry up
She
and
can't
get
put
done
up
by the time I get back.
She can't put up with our shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That same day, Drive By Truckers has a new one.
Hey, Jenny.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I'm thinking of her.
absolutely.
And then cool. February 7th is Green Day, and I don't know. I like Richard Marx, so he's coming out too. But
Oh, cool.
Green Day is coming out then, so I thought I'd let everybody know in advance.
Well, I'll be right here waiting for you.
Yeah, they're coming,
Yeah,
man.
right here waiting for you.
And even though it's not on the list, coming soon is the new Ozzy record as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
But the funny thing that happened to me with this week, it was funny with Richard Marx. I swear to God, he had his poster for he's going to be playing in Brown County, and he looked just like Chad Breeding. I mean, identical to a friend of mine, Chad Breeding. So I posted it on there. I was like, "Hey, Chad, I didn't know you were playing at Brown County." And everybody got on there and just loved this post. I mean, there was like tons of people that was like, "Oh my God, he looks just like Richard Marx."
Oh, wow.
So I
That's
thought
funny.
that was funny. So
That is funny.
I had to say that. So, all right, that's pretty much the CDs. And now, like something we always do every week, we always like to do kind of a top 10 list of something or another. And this week, I thought we would do some of the top 10 greatest women in music.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
there are several.
yeah, there are a lot.
Yes.
And sometimes they get, kind of.
Underlooked. or-
Yeah, I was trying to think the right word to use. That's a good one. Yeah, they get overlooked, underlooked, whatever.
Yeah.
And they definitely deserve credit, man.
Yeah.
So
So,
we're gonna give it to them.
Is Kyle trying to
Kyle-
drop it like it's hot?
God, man, he's over here touching
He's
himself.
showing us
dropping it
his
like it's
ass.
hot. Look at it.
Yeah, he's like,
dropping it like
"Hey,
it's
baby."
hot. Drop it like it's
I
hot.
know,
Lord
he's
have
shaking his
mercy.
ass. Man, there he goes, shaking
Oh,
his ass.
he's like,
Dang.
that, my pussy and my cock.
And I thought we were doing our list. We've lost the boss. She's gone.
Well, you knew if we
Man.
did top 10 women, he was going to have a boner over there talking about it anyway. So,
No holds barred
Oh,
from here on
Tina,
out.
we need you.
Okay,
She's gone.
so,
She's
Top
gone.
10 women.
do you want to start over here before you bust a nut over there or something, or what?
Dad, you want to come over here?
You want to be on
I'm
there?
gonna trade him
Come on,
spots.
Kyle.
I'm gonna trade him spots
Come
just real
on,
quick.
Kyle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, cats, kids of all ages, here we go. Kyle Keller's coming on camera
Oh,
again.
man.
Round of applause.
Woo.
Absolutely.
Hey, I think we're going to start doing a new special segment that we like. We're going to start calling it Kyle's Corner.
Kyle's corner.
Because, he's going to be over there in the corner.
Right.
Yeah,
Whatever the fuck you
Yeah.
know.
God damn, how much
But-
do you sink this thing, man?
Lower that. I got to point out this. He does have a Rush shirt on in
Yeah.
honor of Neil.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I do.
it's his favorite band of all
So,
time. So
All right.
Anyway, go ahead.
I'm going to step out. You come on and start doing your...
Okay.
Try not to get a boner and squeak
No.
all over the damn show either. 'Cause-
Nobody cares about my list. Don't
Ah,
go the way
Fuck
my
you,
list.
Kyle.
and don't name porn stars.
Okay. First band I'll mention, a very young, dream pop band by the name of, Japanese Breakfast. They have, 3 albums out so far. They're very good and very young.
Okay. Okay.
So they're very good. Number 9, Lita Ford,
Yes.
Runaways,
Yeah.
her solo shit.
Yeah.
I have a personal story with Lita. I met her a few years ago. She was a bitch, but still
At a
great.
horror hound, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
still a great guitar player.
Absolutely. Very influential on girls that want to be musicians.
Okay, what did Adam write here at number 9? I can't read his writing.
Let me see, bud.
Number 8, I mean.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, just go.
Chastity Belt?
That's 7, 8.
That's
Yeah.
Runaways.
Okay.
Go to the next.
Chastity Belt?
Okay, number 8 is the Runaways, Lita's band with Joan Jett and Susie Quattro, and Chastity Belt at 7. Very, very young band. Very kind of like a Depeche Mode, depressing kind of thing, but
Nothing wrong
still
with
very
that.
good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Number 6, Wendell Williams,
Yes.
Plasmatics.
Yes.
Fucking nuts, but not really good music. It's just a show.
It's you have to have a taste for it.
Number 5 is a woman that I will love until the day I die, Madonna.
Yes.
Yeah.
God,
For sure.
yes. For
Probably on
sure.
everybody's list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, Chelsea Wolfe. She's she's industrial, very heavy at times.
Yep.
Number 5, Taylor Momsen from
I don't know.
what was her band's name?
Pretty reckless.
Pretty Reckless.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Yep. And they're awesome too.
Yeah, they're
Absolutely.
amazing, and she fucking hotter than. But
Watch out, Scott.
Yeah, I know.
Number 2, Susie Quattro, from
Oh.
also from the Runaways.
Yeah.
Really great solo album.
Cool.
If Susie hadn't came out with her solo album first, I don't think Joan Jett would have had her success.
Oh wow.
Fair enough.
And at number 1, of course, Joan.
Okay.
Amazing guitar player,
Yes.
riff wise.
Yep.
Still hotter than a firecracker.
Yeah.
I don't care how old she gets. She is still
Sexy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just. She's hotter now than she was in the 80s.
Agreed. I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful woman.
And like her and Carmen Electra had a fling. If that was filmed, I'd probably be
You
telling
and your
Carmen
porn,
Electra to
man.
get out of the
You
way.
cannot do a show without mentioning porn.
Every time.
Well, I gotta admit, if Carmen Electra and Joan Jett was filmed, I'm with him. I want to see that.
Yeah, I'd be yelling at Carmen, get the fuck out of the way.
Right? Yeah. Pretty much.
I've seen you naked a bunch of times.
Right.
But
Good list, man. Good list.
anyway, I'll send you back to your regularly scheduled program. Dylan Scott farting over here.
Yeah, that's Kyle's list. Thank you, Kyle,
Yeah,
brother.
man. That was awesome,
That was a
dude.
good list, man. By far.
God
Yeah.
damn,
Good list.
Awesome.
that couch sucks, man.
I know. Hey, I mean, sometimes we make fun of Kyle, but man, he's like a little brother to me. I love him to death.
Same
man.
to me. Same to
He,
me.
I would do anything for that guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't like you either, but
Yeah, fuck you, Kyle.
We love you.
Yeah, we love him.
same.
All right, Bill. go
Man, I just made a short list,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just to help move us along. Like I said, everybody. I put Madonna on my list, and these aren't really in any particular order. One that everybody might not have on their list. Most people know her as an actress, but Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
She's just and not so much her singing voice. It's kind of high pitched, almost whiny, but everything's very positive that she writes. And my gosh, live, she is just so full of energy.
Yeah, energetic as hell.
Yeah, I had a great experience when I seen her live. I know our great friend Kenny Johnson, he had a great experience seeing her live in Chicago.
And Amy Jo.
And Amy Jo too. Yeah, we're all big fans of hers. So I had to put her on the list. Another favorite of mine, I've had a crush on her, since I've known who she was, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Yeah, had to put her on there. And another one, I've heard my mom talk about her so much. Whitney Houston, had to put her on there.
Yeah.
And number 1 on my list, we talked about her earlier, Dolly Parton.
Okay.
That's, I
Awesome.
feel like there's so many more that could be on that
I-
list and will probably be on your guys' list.
Yeah.
Something. Are we still live? Okay, we're still live. So, we lost our boss, and she's usually at the laptop, and the laptop's doing something funny. But
You might want to look at that just to make sure. But that's a cool list there.
it just
Absolutely,
needed
man.
mouse just needed to move.
All right.
Screensavers came on.
Go ahead, man. Knock some out.
All right. So my list is
You look like you wiped your ass with that paper.
I did.
God damn.
Ran out of toilet paper.
Uh,
Use the top 10 list.
So
Is it brown and red?
Yeah, kind of.
it's definitely red. I am noted for like excessive anal bleeding.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Anyway,
I thought we were doing a list.
we are. Anyway,
This episode's sponsored by Anal Bleeding.
Yeah.
Anal Bleeding.
By Preparation H.
yeah.
Now they owe us money.
We
Code.
probably owe them
I know
money.
you get a free box next week.
Okay. Anyway, my list. For top 10 girls, whatever, with some extras. First of all, I'll name my extras. Stevie Nicks. How can you not name her? I
Right.
guess. Aretha Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. I
on
mean,
my list.
right. I mean, Madonna,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
the
Yeah.
goddess of pop. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
Lady Gaga.
Good.
There we go.
That's a good new one.
Anyway.
Madonna.
So my actual list goes like this. Amy Lee from Evanescence. Phenomenal. Her voice is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Angela Glasgow from Arch Enemy.
Okay.
Uh,
Awesome, man. Good metal band.
Yeah.
God, man. I mean, she's just brutal as it gets. I mean, as far as the vocalist, period.
That's why I love when we get our heads together because he had so many cool ones. You got some cool
Yeah.
ones, and you know.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah.
I mean, Angela Glasgow, not even as a vocalist necessarily being a woman, just a vocalist, period.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause she's just
Now she's managing the band.
right. You know, and her replacement, Alyssa Glutz, is badass
Yeah.
too. But
And she's fucking gorgeous.
oh yes, Maria Brink from
Yeah.
In This Moment.
Beautiful.
Oh wow, yeah.
Beautiful.
She's phenomenal.
I've seen them live several times. And
Same.
she's great.
Yeah,
Great
same.
live.
Same. Sarah McLaughlin.
Yep.
Oh, you knew that was.
I mean,
We knew that was
yeah,
coming.
you knew that was coming for me. I
I
mean,
was gonna put Celine on there.
yeah. Well, she could have been an honorable mention, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, Fiona Apple.
Oh, good.
yeah.
I love
Good.
her.
I actually met her and she autographed a poster for me. I still have.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Sweet. You should have.
She's,
Man, we
she's
ought to have.
beautiful too.
Oh yeah, I still have yet to see her live, but I will.
She's don't tours.
Tori Amos,
Yeah.
another great one, my
Yeah.
opinion.
She's got a song with Maynard.
Yes, she does, and it's awesome. And
Muhammad,
it's
my
awesome.
friend. It's great. Look it up.
She actually also did a cover of Raining Blood.
Yeah, she did. That's
Yeah.
great. She done a Slayer cover.
Yes.
Yeah, piano.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
Anne/Nancy Wilson from Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Great fucking women, influential to everybody. Sheryl Crow, in my opinion. Alanis Morissette, can't go
Yeah.
wrong with her.
Yeah.
Making her come back too.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And there's so many others I could name, but
Annie Lennox.
Annie Lennox, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I forgot her,
absolutely.
man.
There's so many more.
See, we do these lists and things keep coming up,
Popping up,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, we keep thinking of new ones.
But as I always say, I don't do anything in order to my number one.
Right.
So my number one is Janis Joplin.
Oh,
yeah. You cannot.
How did I forget her?
She's on my
Yeah.
list too.
You cannot go wrong there.
Yeah.
That woman was unfucking believable.
Yeah. She-
Blues,
that's all she
soul.
And another one that was on the 27 list, unfortunately.
Yeah, that 27 list we
Yeah.
talked about.
is. Or even like Amy Winehouse was on
Yeah.
27 when she had a great voice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another one, man. Amy
Amy
Winehouse
Way
was
too
great.
soon.
Amy was great too.
Some of mine go in the just honorable mentions like that because you're saying some of the same ones, but there's a few on here that you guys did not say. Now I'm more bluesy, and I'm more analytical, obviously on my list. But you guys, no one said Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, man.
yeah.
You
Shit,
know,
yeah.
she's
She done
getting
great
ready
things
to-
for country music.
She just won the award for the presidential award and all that stuff here just recently.
Yeah. Hell
No one said
What
Diana
is
Ross,
it, the Kennedy?
Yeah, Diana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Etta James,
I love Etta.
Of course.
you know,
Of course.
Billie Holiday,
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh,
Karen Carpenter,
Yes.
uh,
Damn.
Who's the one?
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on my list.
Bill,
But yeah,
Bill mentioned her.
Adele's kind of there.
Adele's awesome.
And then, of course, I always have to Hug
we
my
go.
buddy when I say sleep.
Leave me on. I knew it.
Who is
But she is amazing.
Yeah, she
is.
who's the lady? They call her the first lady of country music. I can't remember. Real old school country singer. Anyway, maybe it'll come to me.
Yeah, so
That's a crime.
she was.
Who?
Tammy Wynette.
No,
That's a crime.
but that's a good one though.
No.
All right, here's my
Is it
list.
the one
Alright,
that
imagine
did the
Mike.
song with Jack White?
No, I don't know.
Jack White is not a girl.
Loretta Lynn.
I know.
Yes.
Loretta Lynn.
That's what
Okay, there we go.
All right. So here's my list. I do number from 10 to 1 as what I think, but it's really hard to do this one.
Yeah.
Start with number 10, Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh fuck
I
yeah.
love her. So,
Amazing.
I got A's now.
and I did pick this one because it is one of my favorites. Mary J. Blige.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's
Mary
great.
J's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah. Shit, man. See, that's the thing. Here we go.
Like I said,
I'm
we forget.
not a big listener of her, but I think she should definitely be on anybody's top 10 list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 7 was Dolly Parton.
Yep.
Absolutely. Most of these other ones we've already heard. Then Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
This is one I can't believe no one said. Tina Turner.
Shame on us.
Oh.
Tina's man,
You know,
and she's
Wow.
still going, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
still. She's another one, man. Still, she's
you know,
you know beautiful as ever.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
then obviously Stevie Nicks. And then number 2, Madonna. But no one can tell me number 1 is not Aretha Franklin.
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
there we
You
go.
know, she is the one of the greatest women of all time to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we even put her on
so-
our top singers list.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I
Yes.
could not deviate from saying the number 1 woman is
Right.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, well deserved.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah, great list, man. Great list.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Before Neil died, I didn't know if we'd have enough to say. I wanted to do a top 10 bands that should have been bigger list. I'm going to go around and just give a couple from these guys and then write off the list. But one thing that we always have done, since we're basically musicians or own music stores and all that, we always have bands that we always wanted to promote and thought they were going to be big, and then maybe something happened to them or something, one of them died or something like that. But I wanted to go into a few things really quick before we wrap the show up, going around a couple of bands that we thought you guys should know about and maybe listen to on Spotify or whatever else, because and some of them you know and some of them you don't. So,
Right.
All right, Kyle, what the hell porn song singer are you gonna say?
I'm only gonna give one if that's okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine, man.
Taylor Dane.
Yeah.
The Chromags. I
Okay.
always gotta
Yeah.
praise that band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best hardcore rhythmic thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
And you
all
said
their stuff is currently available on Spotify.
And you said they've got a new album coming out,
Yeah.
right? Awesome.
I love Chromax. That's one of my first influences as a skateboarder. With the store we
Yeah.
were dealing with, Chromax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great choice, Kyle.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, Bill.
I'm just gonna throw a shout out to my guys, Green Jello, just
Yeah.
because, and it's a complete comedy thing. But I'm telling you, live, I'm gonna try to take these guys. February. Kyle, what's the date? I keep
I
forgetting.
think
21st. They're gonna be in Ohio, Cincinnati. But they do have a new album in the makes. That he's invited fans to write the songs, so he's helping like local musicians from everywhere submit these songs, and like he's signed to a major record label, so that's going to be a great thing. And then a couple 90s bands that I think people have forgotten about, and they're still around. The Offspring's one of them. They've got a new album coming out, and the Toadies is another
I
one.
knew you were going
I don't know if they have a new one coming out, but they're still around.
Great band.
I think Mike's always says the guitar player maybe was from Muncie.
Yeah.
So that's a couple that I just wanted to throw out.
Yeah, good
And
choice.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Meat Puppets.
Meat Puppets, man, great.
Great songwriters.
Yeah, they were there
The
at the beginning
Seattle
of
sound
grunge.
would not exist with Soundgarden and all those guys, if it wasn't for the Meat Puppets.
Yeah.
Right, that's who Kurt Cobain brought out during the Unplugged in New York.
Yeah, they did
People
one of
were
their songs.
expecting Eddie Vedder or Chris Cornell, and no, he brought
Yeah,
out the Meat
those
Puppets
guys
because of
deserve
that.
way more credit.
So
for
good call, Kyle. Good
some
call,
of the
man.
greatest music
Fuck-
ever in the 90s from them. So
Love that second record.
yeah. All right, Scott, you want anything?
A couple off the top of my head. Blind Melon.
Yeah, I got that on my. I was one of my
Was
list.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool, man.
They,
Yeah,
they
Shannon
were on
Moon.
their way. They were on
Yeah.
their way
Yeah.
to major stardom.
Oh my gosh, Shannon's voice was just so impeccable, man.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
ah.
I was lucky to see them a few times. They
Yeah.
were incredible.
Same.
Gone but not forgotten, man. Sadly
Absolutely,
missed.
yeah.
Sadly missed.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Anything else? Or?
Off the top of my head, I feel like honestly, Black Label Society should be more known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
mean,
heard
they're-
that from other
I
people.
agree.
They're popular. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I feel like they should have blown up way more than they have. Don't get me wrong. Every time I've seen them, I mean, it's a 2,000, 3,000 crowd sellout. But
Yeah, but you feel like it should be stadiums.
right, I feel like Zach's talent is just it's unmatchable.
Shoot, not only he does Zach Sabbath.
Yeah, Zach Sabbath,
Not only Black
love
Label
to see
Society.
that.
Yeah.
playing
man.
with Ozzy, all that. Absolutely.
So I see what you're saying.
Absolutely. And some of the 80s bands, real quick, like I loved Lillian Axe. Probably nobody else has ever heard of them.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
But it's very 80s, very like Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, all that kind of
We'll
stuff.
be in trouble. The boss is back, and we're still
But
we're still
anyway,
rolling.
I mean, there's so many. But my number one, obviously, is Squad 51. My band.
Local shout out.
We should have been huge. And we weren't. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My buddy Bill Prince, God rest his soul.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, missing.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, bud.
All right, I got a few. I'll just go through real quick. My favorite band right now and still is, and me and Tina's is OAR.
Mhm.
They are still going, and actually they are going to be doing the halftime show at the Ravens football game today.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, today?
Yeah,
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
yeah. So
check
my
that
band
out.
is still growing, but
Cool.
I try to tell you all about this because I kind of know something about music, and these guys are awesome. If you like Dave Matthews and Bob Dylan and Sublime and all that, they got a little bit of the horns and stuff. These guys are awesome.
Jam
They
band,
are
right?
awesome, and I still do think they're going to be big. But I try to always tell all of you to give them a shout out and listen to them. Another band I was really, me and several of our friends were the Tragically Hip.
Okay.
They're out of Canada, but the bad thing, like a lot of things happen. Gordon, the lead singer, got brain cancer just like Neil and died. And something actually my wife just got me for Christmas. They have a DVD of like all 30 of their best songs, and this man had brain cancer and went on stage and did the show
Cool.
because he knew it was his last show, and then a few weeks later he died.
Wow, man.
It
That's
gives
legendary.
me chills when I
Yeah.
watch this. You can tell he's sick, but he still was incredible and pulled that show off right before he died.
Wow.
Of course, I had Blind Melon too.
Yeah.
Another band that no one talks about so much, Nazareth. I
yeah,
really thought
dude.
they,
Hair of
Love
the Dog,
Hurts
right?
and all that. I just thought they should have been a lot bigger than they ever were.
Hair of
Love
the Dog.
Hurts, Hair of the Dog.
Yeah.
Great songs.
Yeah.
I remember hearing a vinyl of theirs. An old friend of mine that used to have she didn't believe in any other form of music. And that was one, like Nazareth was one of the albums we always picked up and played, man.
Yeah. That's one of Steve Mitchell's, but
That's a good record.
yeah. Another one, I always thought they were good, and you all love that song. Aha.
Yeah,
Take on me,
Take
yeah.
on me.
Yes.
Yeah, that video, man, is like
80s
I
legendary.
mean, I just love that song, and I just really thought they would have been bigger than a one-hit wonder. But
Right.
and then real quick, a couple other bands because they're kind of in that same niche. Four Non Blondes.
Yeah.
She wrote that song for Pink. Or maybe, she helped
Yeah,
Pink write a
she's
song.
actually still a really big music producer right now.
Yeah.
She's
Uh,
married
Linda
to
Perry.
Darlene from the Connors.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
getting
right.
a divorce.
No,
So
they're not.
She's wrote a lot of songs for
Yeah,
a lot of
she's
artists.
still
What's the
really,
matter,
she's
dude? We're
really
still
big
together.
with producing and stuff
They're
right
both
now.
hot. So.
Absolutely.
Gin Blossoms.
Man, I like the Gin Blossoms.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
Sweet Jealousy.
90s
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
sweet jealousy, hey jealousy.
Hey, jealousy.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
jealousy.
And
Right, man.
I love
Mr.
the band
Jones.
Soul Asylum.
I liked them too, man.
I
Runaway
did too.
Train. That was
No,
big
that
about
first
missing kids.
album was awesome.
Yeah, I had that on cassette.
Yeah.
Probably bought it for mine.
Yeah.
Same.
So that was a few of mine, you know.
Cool, man. Good
Uh,
list.
Mr. Beck could also be mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one hit wonder.
I mean,
That'll be one maybe we can do next time, like some of the greatest one hit wonders.
There you go. That's always a
yeah.
fun
I've
list to
said
do.
that since the beginning.
Yeah, well, you know.
So, well, that's our show, guys. I thank you for showing up. Like I said before, join in, share our stuff, help us out a little
Please do,
bit.
please do.
We're doing the YouTube thing now and all that fun stuff. But the more you do, the more it makes the music that we try to preach better for everybody.
Yep.
Music's the best medicine. You know, please help us out. Thank you for everybody joining in. We love y'all. I thank you for all the prayers and things that everybody's sending out, like Ruth Fleming and stuff like that. I mean, I almost cry when I have someone want to try to help me get a kidney and things like that.
Yeah, I heard
That just really touches me. I cannot put it to words. And that was one of the reasons why we had the idea to get together. Because, like I said, you never know when you could be gone.
Yeah, thank you for that.
But that's really touching to me. I appreciate all the prayers and everything I get from everybody. Thank you. We'll be out and about. We're going to be out seeing Sam Porter tonight at the
Yes.
Rain Tree
Yes,
with
check
his
him
new
out.
band. They remodeled the place. They're opening up the ballroom. Come out and let's do like we did when Kenny DJ'd out there and have some fun. Buy each other a few drinks.
Yep.
That's going to be really
Get
big
Bill super
tonight.
drunk and make him
Oh
buy
God,
everybody
yeah,
drinks.
we'll have to cut
Nope.
him off.
Not gonna happen.
But you know, go out and support some local bands and stuff. That's what it's all about. Share all our stuff. Try to help us out a little bit by doing that, and we will help you out if you help us out.
Yep.
And we're really good about that. But try to help those guys out. Like I said, help the guys from Void King since they're doing such a great thing
Yes.
for Australia. I mean, that is incredibly awesome for somebody to do something like that for those people.
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
And I guess
thank you,
we'll
guys.
be back next Saturday, I guess, and try
Yep.
to do another show.
Oh yeah.
Follow
yeah, we
our
will.
page. We'll be posting the shit out of everything on there. Like I said, more and faster than any other Rolling Stone or whoever the fuck you follow. I guarantee you I'll do a better job than that.
Metal Injection.
We're gonna hold him to that.
Any of that shit.
Well,
Loudwire.
Yeah.
Fuck all those sites. Imagine that as
Imagine that is where it's at.
Yep.
Imagine
You got
that's
it.
a new tagline.
Hey, no.
Imagine that is where it's at. Anyway.
Peace out, fellas.
All right.
Ladies.
Love
ya.
ya.
Love you.
Peace.